Welcome to Cupid's Oracle, where we cover everything love, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Only take what applies to you. This is a general message, so everything is not going to apply to every single person, all right? So I got to start it off with some messages here. The first message we have out is, no one understands me but you. What is the truth? And they have hurt me. I'm getting a clear message here from someone who you may have been dealing with, who feels like they've been lied on. They feel like that you or you both may have allowed outsiders or external influences mess up or ruin this connection with you guys. I'm getting this person feels like they're not understood, like they didn't get a chance to express themselves, or they didn't get the chance to explain themselves, is what I'm getting here. They felt like these outside voices interfered with the development of the love that you guys had between each other, okay? And this is just their perspective, right? We have different perspectives. We have your side of the story, their side of the story, and what they call the truth, or just a meeting in the middle, right? That mediator type of energies. And that's what I want to delve in today, that mediator type of energy within this connection here. I'm getting, you may not fully know the truth. They may not fully know the truth. Or your emotions may have steered you or into a certain direction, and their emotions steered them into a certain different direction. I'm getting that there are third party interference here. Like when I say third party interference, I'm referring to outside influences. Other people speaking on your relationship or getting involved in your relationship, regardless of what was going on, right? I feel like this person feels betrayed. They feel like not betrayed by you per se. I feel like they feel betrayed by whoever was on the outside that was chiming in on this connection. They feel betrayed by them. So this may have very well been somebody who you both knew. You both may have been close to this person, these people. And I feel like from their perspective, they're saying this person may very well, because I'm looking at South Node here, which is a part of your karmic past. So there may have been a huge lesson for both of you guys to learn within this relationship, okay, and connection here. They feel like whoever the third party was misunderstood them, and they didn't have that same understanding of them as, say, you have towards them. They weren't able to analyze that situation correctly to really know what was going on. Let's delve into some more energy here to see what was going on. Like, what were they told, or what was told? What happened? We have obsessed, unfinished business, good conversation, for some of you guys. I feel like some of you guys, with this obsessed energy here, I'm feeling like the narrative may have been pushed that they were not mentally stable. They may have had unfinished business with someone in the past, or they may not have fully been over a past connection, their ex, or they were focused on somebody else outside of your connection. They were not fully present with you, and they were still talking to someone from their past, someone who they didn't have they had unfinished business with. So I know a tricky territory to delve into, like when you're dealing with exes and stuff, when you're trying to create a brand new relationship with somebody, and then you have that dynamic of the ex. Like you have one party that might not like, people talking to their exes, because it could be, and I can understand that, right? They could be thinking or viewing this situation as like, what business do you have that is unfinished with this ex if you're trying to pursue me? What's there? Why are you talking with this person 24/7? Especially if they don't have children or share something together, right? And even so, there should be certain boundaries that might not, that shouldn't be crossed when it comes to, respecting the current connection. But yeah, I feel like somebody saw this person, or found out that they were still talking to their ex. Okay. And I feel like when you heard this information, that this person maybe still involved with somebody from their past, and this could be somebody that you didn't know. Like you could have thought it was a brand new person, but it was somebody that they had history with. Okay, this may have triggered you. This may have triggered your past traumas of heartbreak, of betrayal, and it may have made you go on the defensive and really go into hyper drive into protecting your heart and not allowing yourself to be played by somebody who's still, who's still in cahoots with their ex, who's still talking to their ex or talking to that third person, whether they had a long relationship with them or not. Let me see what is going on between, what deck do I want to use? Let me just keep using this one. What's going on between them and that person who they were said to have been not over? What's going on between them? I think I should pull some tarot for that one as well. A life purpose. So I feel like there's some sort of spiritual connection between them and that person. I feel like that this is, and I'm just giving it to you how I'm picking it up, right? I feel like with this life purpose card here, that person is one of their soulmates. That person is one of their divine counterparts, and it's something that is not easily removed from their lives. You know how like two people were meant to be together, but I personally feel like we have many divine counterpart options, right? Many soulmates that we can connect with, right? You're not like just there's not just one and then it's one and done. Like, oh my, if it didn't work out with this person, that means I'll never be happy. I don't really feel that way, because we live in a world full of infinite possibilities. So there's so many different connections, beautiful connections that you can have out in the world. And I feel like there is a specific, there's something that's being played out. Their story is not over with. It's karmic in nature, right? So, with that karmic nature, I feel like there's a lot of things that they may have to work out between each other or in life or to really fully get past. This may also be like a past life connection, a past life relationship, and it's like, and what makes it even more difficult is the fact that, let's say they met them before you, and they lived this whole life full of experiences before you came into the picture, and now you're in the picture, but they still have this bond, this tight bond and this soul tie with each other that is not going to be easily broken, right? Or let's say that you were with this person, y'all broke up, they dated that person, and then y'all got back together. But still, there's a strong soul tie between them and that person. That there's still, and I'm picking up on a strong like passion and intensity with them and that other person. And I feel like at times their connection can be very, very volatile. Okay, they may have been dealing with somebody who doesn't easily let them go, who has some sort of hold over them to the point where even if they did try to move on, this person would come in and try to sabotage the situation, which is what I feel that happened here. Like, this person may have played innocent or pretended to be innocent in a situation, but they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew that that person was moving on. They knew that the person had somebody else to talk to. They knew that they were working on something else, and they purposely came in and said, you know what? I'm going to use our history. I'm going to use our bond to break it up. So low key, you did have somebody, this third party, who I'm getting maliciously came in and sabotaged the connection. Now, they may have spoken with your person, okay? Spoken with your person or created some sort of dynamic with your person so that something would get out. Okay, I'm getting them wanting to get something out so that as to claim their territory, or like I said, to sabotage. I'm getting a strong sabotaging energy here from that person, okay? And I'm getting your person that you were dealing with was low-key played into the whole thing. You know, I mean, that's pretty unfortunate, right? Because I don't know what their intentions were. Let me see what their intentions were, but they played into the whole thing. What were their intentions with the other person? What were their intentions with communicating with that person? Oh, this fell on the floor. Is it something that they don't want you to know? Let me see what it is. Let's see. Drum roll, please. We got 3 of Cups here. Let me get a clarifier for this, because 3 of Cups could mean that they still wanted to be friends with this person, that they still wanted to party with this person, hang out with this person. You know, this is giving me that whole vibe of, oh, this is my ex, but now we're friends. Now that's my best friend. You know, and I know it's not for everybody, right? Some people may think nothing of it. They may be like, oh yeah, that's cool, da da da. But some people, you know, like me, I find it cringe. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just, you know, we're all individuals, right? Let me get a clarifier for 3 of Cups here. I'm getting from the other person's side, it wasn't just platonic. It was more so, I'm going to, when I'm around you, when I get you in my presence, I am going to flirt with you. I'm going to try to take it somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to take it somewhere that is going to put a wedge in what you got going on with this other person. Yes. So we got a friendly, I'm open to this person, I'm still connected to this person kind of vibe coming from your person's side to that person. 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Give me another one for 3 of Cups. 6 of Wands. Wow. And what I'm getting here is, y'all know I gotta be real with y'all. Comment down below if you like readings where people are real with you and honest with you about the situation. Look at this. I feel like this person felt like this wanted to fall off the thing. We got karma here. Wow. I'm gonna save this for a second, but wow, I didn't mean to pull that, but it just fell off. Spirit is like, use this too. But what we have here is a Magician, the Chariot, and the 6 of Wands. That means that this person was still going to have something going on with this individual. And I feel like this Magician energy here, they felt like that they'll be able to do it, right? Or have an intimate connection with this person, right? Especially with this 3 of Cups energy here, they felt like they'll be able to be successful and still interacting with that other person because of the bond, the deep bond that they have with this individual. And they felt like, oh yeah, it's okay. I can go ahead and I can, I could do this. I'm feeling like they felt like it wouldn't be an issue because there is a partnership. I'm seeing the number 2 here. There is a partnership between them and this person. Okay. Still, I feel like they felt like that it wouldn't be an issue. This could be that they thought that you would never find out and that they could pass it off as just a friendship, or they just got themselves caught up in something because they feel like this person is their family. See, it's kind of tough when you try to build something with somebody who is still dealing with somebody who embodies this X energy and they feel like that's their family, right? It's really, really, really tricky when dealing with people like that, like they have this bond and it's like, no matter what you say, they're always going to look at you like you the wrong party. And that's my friend. We have, that's kind of a tough situation to put yourself into. I personally couldn't do it. It's just too dramatic, too dramatic. It's not giving like peaceful vibes at all. Well, I fell on the floor. I feel like that person wanted to get close to that person and wanted to, like I said before, with the Page of Swords and the Empress energy, they wanted to find out what they had going on with you. How deep was it? And am I still able to come back and keep this person under my control because I don't want to lose this person? It's kind of like they kind of made it like you were the third party. And that's kind of weird, right? Because when you met this person, they were single. They were not with this person. But when this person found out that they were pursuing you, that's when they came back in and inserted themselves into your situation. That's confirmation right there. That person was low-key jealous of the fact that you are showing up here as a Queen of Pentacles. That you are seen as somebody who has it all, okay? This person may have low-key put you up on some sort of pedestal and low-key feels that you have it all. And they're saying, well, I don't want this person. Even if they don't know you, that's what they're thinking from what your person was telling them about you. You have it all. Like you have it going on with this Queen of Pentacles. Like you may have a good job, or you may just be really, really solid when it comes to who you are as a person, how you show up in the world, right? Good self-esteem. You can take care of yourself. You have everything that you need. And I feel like that person felt threatened by having conversation. See, this is why I'm not comfortable with people being best friends with their exes. You see what I'm talking about here? And this just proves why I just find it cringe. Why I find that whole scenario like, oh, I'm best friends with my ex. We was together for 12 years, but now we're best friends. And we on the phone all the time. And we go hang out. And we go on vacations together. And we go for tea and coffee together. We go to restaurants together. That's... Comment down below. I mean, and I know to each their own, right? Some people don't have any issue with that. But some people, it's just a recipe. It could be a recipe for disaster. And it could be seen as kind of unhealthy, you know what I'm saying? Unhealthy dynamic. But like I said, each people is going to view this differently. So comment down below on if you are you okay? Would you be okay with your person that you're talking to being best friends with their ex? And I'm talking about best friends in a way that they're always on the phone together. They text each other all the time. They're hanging out together. Even possibly going on vacations together, just being like they're actual friends, but they once had a sexual connection with each other. Your person feels like they were falsely accused. Okay, this is how they're feeling. Like No, we're just friends. No, we're just friends. And look, loving again. Focus on appearances. And then we got ghosted here. So for some of you guys, I feel like when this person was with their ex, or AKA their new best friend, they may have ghosted you. Or right now, also too, I'm picking up, they may feel like you ghosted them once you got wind of what was happening, what was going on. They're feeling like, okay, they're wanting they're wanting to come back. This person wants to be back in your life, okay? And they feel like that they didn't have a chance to explain. So this person feels like, well, maybe if you would have gave me the chance to explain, you wouldn't feel the way you feel or you felt about the situation. And now this karma card here, we have the energy you put out comes back to you. They've made their bed and have to line it. Look at this. You see what I'm talking about? It's like, this is somebody who doesn't want you to believe what you know, what you believe, right? Whether you picked it up intuitively or whether you have tangible proof of some dealings with their ex, they don't want you to believe that. They want you to believe something else, okay? So the energy you put out comes back to you. They've made their bed and have to lie in it, having to deal with the consequences of their actions. Time to pay the piper. So this is like, low key, I just heard they're getting what they deserve, right? So it's like, now they went out and they played with fire and they got burnt, right? And now they're not wanting to take accountability for it. Like, because I feel like this person didn't plan for things to go in the way that it went. Yes. They didn't plan for it to go that way. They didn't plan for you to find out. They may not, honestly, they may not have even planned to reconnect with this person. But, you know, when you have that opportunity, when you're in certain scenarios, those old feelings come back up, that soul tie gets reactivated, and, you know, it's on and popping from there. But there is love between them. I mean, I hate to say that, but, and I'm sure if you're resonating with this reading so far, you've already felt that. And this confirmation, Spirit say you already know. You know what the deal is. Yeah. And the thing about it is here is I feel like you guys may have not really created much together. What I mean by that, like, this might not have been somebody that you were recently with, like, for years and years and years, or you just created this whole life together. For some people here, not for everybody. And this person is playing the victim, definitely playing the victim. And they thought that they would be, with the Hierophant reverse, they thought that they would be able to keep this dynamic up, because I feel like the way that this person's mind works is that this has been something that they've been doing in the past with other people as well. Like, let's say these two are like Bonnie and Clyde. They always come back together. They have this sort of unbreakable bond. So even if they're broken up, they still maintain a certain connection regardless of who they both are talking to. They still come together. And I feel like they're used to living out this sort of dynamic, and you are the one who found out about it and you're not having it. Yeah. You found out about it and you're not having it. You want a happy life dynamic, right? You want a connection to where they're not only your lover, they're also a friend too. You want something that leads to something that is long term and that is stable, something that is aligned with marriage. And I feel like by you leaving this connection behind, that is what you're progressing towards. Okay? Yes. That's what, and you're healing from this, or you are meant to heal from this. You are meant to be in a connection that embodies the temperance energy. And what that temperance energy is, that is somebody who the connection is balanced. It's mutual. I just heard mutual consent, but it's mutual between you guys, right? It's compatibility. The relationship it's mostly calm, right? I mean, every relationship has its ups and downs, but It's mostly calm, peaceful. It's a place where you don't have to worry about them, what they're doing with somebody else. If they go out, you're not worried about them like that, because you know that you and this person are really really locked in on that type of level. And the relationship, or the environment around the relationship, is more so one that is of balance and harmony. Yes. But I feel like this person has a very very weak mindset when it comes to this other person. Okay. Yes. And when they get around, and it's more so like this also too, an excessive arrogance and also selfish behavior, because they feel like, well, I'm building something with you, or we're making promises, or building this life together, getting to know each other. I could still do this on the side, and ain't nothing wrong with that, because they're still just thinking about themselves, and they are not focused on how that would affect the other person. Because I'm hearing that was not even a factor. One, it could be from them being selfish, arrogant. Two, for them, yeah, and not really caring. And it could be that they didn't think that it would ever come to light. Yes. Wow. And you see this person. The thing here with this situation, to where this person feels like they've been painted in a way that is not how they want to be painted or pictured, right? It's like, I don't want you to have this sort of view about me. I feel like that was something that was very important to this person. They wanted you to see them in a certain light. They wanted you to see them in a certain way, right? They wanted to paint a perfect picture of a person, and they wanted that to just be stuck in your mind and you to see only that. But what you've been left with in this connection, in this situation, what you have been left with, where you're looking at them as unreliable, you're looking at them as full of lies, they play games, they wear a mask, okay? They create whole illusion based scenarios. Some of y'all look at them as very scammy, okay? As a scam artist, immature, and you can't trust them. That is what their actions, that is how what kind of imprint it left on you when you look at this person. And once you have that type of imprint on somebody, it's kind of hard to break it apart. Now, you could go back, with this person, but that imprint that has been left in your mind and your subconscious about this individual, it's gonna be hard to break. That's when a person takes somebody back. They've seen the true person, and they still take them back, right? They, okay, forgive you, let's work on this again, whatever. And they take the person back, but they're still looking at the person like, I can't trust you. Now they're looking through the phones. Now they're wondering where they're going. Now that this person doesn't answer the phone, now they're worried. Now they're playing detective all the time. Doesn't that sound like a bunch of stress? I think that's something that's very, very important to look at. Like, once you have that type of image about a person in your mindset, you know what's going to come with you reconnecting with that type of individual. There's going to come a bunch of stress, especially if you haven't truly healed from it and phased out of it. It's hard to forget stuff like that. Like, when you see somebody's true face and true character, it's hard to overlook it, because in the back of your mind, you waiting for them to do one thing, okay, and then when they do that one thing, it is going to set off, all the red flags, all the alarms, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, what they doing? Oh my God. Even if it's an innocent situation and they are not doing something, that's what most likely what you're gonna be thinking. So let's say if they really didn't they really did forget to charge their phone, or they really didn't put it on the charger, and now the phone's dead and it's going straight to voicemail. What you think you're going to be thinking in the back of your mind when you can't contact this person? The majority of the day passes, or even a whole day passes or whatever, and you don't talk to them. What's going to be this person's actions moving forward? This person still wants to be in your life. Okay, what's going to be... Ooh, what fell on the floor? I feel like we got Three of Pentacles here for your actions towards this person. Some of you guys may want to work with this individual. Some of y'all may see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys are on the Three of Pentacles side, to where it's like, well, let's entertain it and let's really see what's happening. Let's talk. Let's try to work it out. Let's see what happens or whatnot. And then the other half is like, nah, moon reverse. The other half is like, I've seen enough. I've seen what I needed to see. And it is what it is. I can't unsee it, It's that energy, the same energy I was picking up. It's like, you can't unsee it. Your advice here is to be in your King of Pentacles energy. Whether you're male or female, it's like, you be the boss. You're the one that is in charge, right? You be the boss. You're the one that is in charge. You don't let anybody have you doing something that you don't feel comfortable doing yourself. Like it's like not letting somebody use car salesman you. Like, don't try to persuade me to do nothing that I don't want to do. This is you knowing who you are, knowing what you bring to the table, and you setting firm boundaries, and you being firm in who you are. Like, you're solidified in who you are as an individual, what you will accept and what you won't accept from another person. And you low-key putting your foot down and saying, I will, these are my boundaries here. This is what I won't accept. This is what I can deal with, compromise on, and that's just going to be what it is. So basically, I'm hearing, put your foot down. It's what you want. If you don't want to go back with this person, if you don't feel comfortable, then don't do it. If you want to give it another try, make sure that you have ground rules set with this individual. It's up to you. Basically, it's saying that, the power, is in your hand, and you have to know that and be unyielding when it comes to you exerting your power over the situation. When it's like, look, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. This is a deal breaker, or the answer is no, I'm not even going to try again. And that's just on that. I said what I said kind of thing. It's low key up to you, but Spirit is telling you to really stand up for yourself. Don't let anybody punk you. Don't let anybody play you, or don't accept things that you know that you don't deserve. Only accept what you do deserve, okay? So that is a message that I got for you guys today. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all take care, much love and light. Ciao.